Hello, this is Matthew Miller with the ZDNet Mobile Gadgeteer and Smartphones and Cell Phones blogs. I had a couple weeks to spend with a new BlackBerry device. It's actually the BlackBerry Flip 8220. This is the first flip form factor BlackBerry device, and I'm going to do a little walkthrough with it for you. And so there's the box, as you can see. Here is the BlackBerry Flip, and let me just move the box back a little bit. Just for comparison, I'll show you the flip real quick, as you can see there. And just for comparison, this is the BlackBerry Curve that I have. As you can see, the form factor is significantly different from each other. They do have the familiar Pearl trackball. Keyboards are quite different. Also wanted to quickly show my T-Mobile Shadow that also has a SureType keyboard, but as you can see, the Shadow SureType is quite compact, and the new Pearl Flip is much different than before, with kind of curved, wavy keys. And I don't have an original Pearl to compare it to, which had keys similar to what you see on the Curve. Okay, so let's take a walk around the device, and then I'll show you some of the software and that kind of thing on the device. This is an outside display, as you can see here. I don't remember the size of it, but it's just a mono screen. It shows you a few features. Right now you can see there's connection, time, date, and battery life. Up top is a 2 megapixel camera with a flash, and this right here is an indicator light telling me that something's going on. And if we go around to the left side, if we start up here, there's a lanyard opening there. There is a mute button right there next to on the top left, followed by a 3.5mm headset jack, which is nice to have. The new micro USB that everybody seems to be using, and then we've got one of our activation buttons on the left side there. On the bottom there's not much. Over on the right side we've got a couple more activation button there. We've got the volume up and down there, and underneath here is our externally accessible micro SD card slot with a little door to cover that up, and nothing along the top. Here's the back, and along the back of course we have the battery. Let's see if I can pop this out. There's the battery and the SIM card underneath the back. Okay. And of course the most unique thing is this is a flip phone. So as you can see, it's quite thin, and in comparison to the Curve, very similar in thicknesses, I would say. But then you take the Flip and you flip it over, and as you can see, when it flips over, it actually goes around kind of behind the base of it to kind of reduce some of that length so it's not so long. Okay, so here is the SureType keyboard, and as you can see, it's kind of a wavy design. The keys are quite large, well spaced. The number keys are clearly identified with white background around them. Up here we have our send and end keys, the back, the menu button, and the Pearl. And then we have our display. Okay, now let me just turn off the light here. And as you can see, let's see if it focuses in. There's the backlighting, good backlighting on the keys. If we flip it down, again, this is the outer display, which has a bunch of different statuses and things that you can go through. Let me just feel that the battery isn't snapped in the back. Okay, let's take a quick look at this is BlackBerry OS 4.6 on this device. So as you can see from the main screen there, it's a little bit different look. What you can also see on this device is up in that corner, it is a Wi-Fi enabled device. So if I press the menu key, here we go into a completely new menu structure with icons that have kind of outlined with some nice colors. And as we just kind of quickly go through, there's contacts, there's messages, contacts, calendar, the web browser, the My Faves, SMS, clock, the T-Mobile, T-Zone stuff. There's the media player, and I'll just kind of launch it and show you there's media player and ringtones and pictures and notes. Just kind of a different look and feel. There's the camera application, music, instant messaging, as you can see here, a bunch of different instant messaging clients you can use. And in applications, they've got a bunch of applications, such as the Nokia Maps, Search, Task, Calculator, Video Camera. You can now record video with this 2 megapixel camera. And here's the Documents to Go suite, Word to Go, Sheet to Go, and Slideshow to Go. That allow you to use Office documents on the Flip. And a password keeper application and voice dialing. Here you can see this is where you manage your connections. And as you'll see on there, there's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And Wi-Fi supports the T-Mobile UMA network, so you can make calls for free on the Wi-Fi. This is just a quick shot of the profiles available to you. And the settings, downloads, games. There's actually quite a few games that were loaded on the device. Brick Breaker, Texas Hold'em King, Sudoku, Klondike. So you see, I have lots of fun with it. I did load up a couple applications, Gmail and Google Maps, which work superbly. Let's see, let me just kind of show the web browser real quick. Oh yeah, this is actually the RIM site that I used last, and as you can see, it doesn't show up quite so well on the device. But if we press in on the, and at this time I'm an edge connection, if I press in on the center of the pad, the trackball, you can see it dynamically zooms in. Let's go and see this is my smartphones and cell phones blog here. Now most of these sites will default to the mobile site. I tried CNN, Seattle Times, a few other ones. So as you can see, it's a nice web browsing experience, which is fairly new for BlackBerry devices. There's keyboard shortcuts all over the place, 2 to go up and down the page, 8 to go to the bottom, and I can't remember all the other ones, but there's a ton of keyboard shortcuts that you should really get to know, that will help you out considerably when you're surfing around on the web. But it is a nicer web browser experience than I'm used to on BlackBerry devices, which is good to see. And I don't know if I've got the email program set up, maybe by default. Let's just see if there's anything in the messages. Just a couple of BlackBerry registration emails. I don't think any of these are HTML, they're going to show it off. So that's a quick look at the BlackBerry Flip. BlackBerry Pro Flip, that is. And as you can see, it fits well in your hand. It's actually quite slim, very pocketable. It's a nice sized device. It does have shiny exterior, so it does get fingerprints on it. The back is a little bit better than that. So it's a pretty nice device. I think it's $150 or so with T-Mobile, and it supports their UMA network, and a nice flip form factor, which you don't see too often nowadays, and in a BlackBerry. Good alternative for you.